There are a number of situations where global markets are dependent upon only one or two countries for the dominant proportion of supply for critical materials. Yet we see a number of very problematic issues related to mining and processing of such materials in some of the most important source countries. Generally speaking, the underlying reasons are inadequate environmental regulation, unsafe working conditions, or limited levels of technical development, or all of these. As a result, there are many operations that extract and process in ways that cause dangerous levels of pollution. This all too often results in catastrophic damage from effluents, emissions, and residual wastes. These place society and environment at risk and can affect future generations. We even see examples where extraction of such materials helps to finance wars, atrocities, or oppression. A key issue here is that these are not the only places where such vital materials can be extracted. Many key materials are also present in countries that have effective regulations for work practices and environmental protection, and that have advanced systems for extraction, processing, and waste management. But a challenge for us all is that materials and products often become more expensive when we take on the costs of good environmental and social practice. Avoiding the costs for clean and safe processes, waste management, and decent working conditions can make materials cheaper and hard to compete with. This is a part of why we see suppliers of cheap critical materials dominating world markets. If we are going to extract materials, then we need to find ways to make sure that regulations are strengthened in all countries where we source materials. Or we need to make sure that we only source materials from countries that have effective systems to protect society and the environment. But sometimes mining in countries with more sustainable conditions is hard to achieve. A contributing factor to this situation is that stakeholders, particularly in wealthy developed countries, sometimes strongly oppose the presence of industries that they perceive as being dirty. As a result, we can end up with perverse situations where society demands the technologies and benefits that require special raw materials, but in many instances don't want them produced anywhere near home. Under such conditions, maintaining a strong and responsible raw materials sector can be difficult.